We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Right there, 54, right there.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Greg Zuerlein lining up.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
26-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Gurley. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Todd Gurley.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Again, the ball carrier.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up
on 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
41-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Miller with a 1st down and more. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
54.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Granted, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 8, maybe 9, but they're still left with a 3rd and long upcoming. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7. Set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Texans first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Here's Tua. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mixon with a first down carry. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Tua going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Golden Tate. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes. But the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Daniil Hunter on the stop. That's a gain of 3.
Now Gurley. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And taken right at the 35. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Texans.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 36-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
3rd and 1.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They run. It's Gurley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Parris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
18 on the play.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts
Number 36.
as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Third down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. On 3rd down, Mixon with a first down and more. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down, and the Texans have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Come on.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. A deep ball for Dotson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Houston.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
2nd and 11 now.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards.
First and goal.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quick.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
On the carry.
Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Texans 21, Dolphins 7. Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
At the 44-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 25.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A first down carry now for Miller. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
On the carry.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Joe Mixon.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
A 3-yard pickup.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Mixon with a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 43.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
That good for 19 and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Houston.
On the run, it's Mixon. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hands it off out of the gun, and he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. This is out quickly to the right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of a yard.
Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 32-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another carry now for Gurley. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Down at the 31. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's good.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun.
The handoff.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Taken down by Grant Delpit. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
31-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Grant Delpit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's back to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
On the coverage.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Texans, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponent.